The pulp, you can see these notches have gotten so deep that the pulp actually shows there. So the first step in doing this was to put a cotton roll in here with some topical anesthetic on it. Then we take this astringent X and rub it onto the gums until it's got no bleeding, no clavicular fluid. Then you just dry it off like that. You didn't feel that, did you? Good. And we put in some of this primer, which is Peak SE primer from Ultradent. Not to advertise their products, they don't pay me any money, but I do like their products a lot. And you literally etch and prime these big notches. They're all dentin for about 20 seconds or so. And then you dry it off. Okay. Then you turn your overhead light away and you put on your yellow filter. Yellow filter keeps the bonding stuff, and this is the Peak bonding material. And you scrub that in there. How many times has that happened to you? The patient's getting a phone call while you're working. Okay, so then you scrub in your Peak Bond, dry it to be a thin layer, and then again another Ultradent product. This is their Velo Light. About 2 or 3 seconds is really all you need to set the bonding stuff. Okay, then the next layer we're putting in is Beautiful Flow Plus from Shofu. It's a wonderful filling material that flows exactly where you want it. And I don't like to do the whole filling at once because it does, like any filling material, have some shrinkage. So we'll do the deepest layer halfway across. Go ahead and set those. And that one is 4 seconds enough because it's a thin layer. Then we'll go ahead and put another layer on. This time from the distal and about halfway full. And there we go. Go ahead and set that. Why put in multiple layers? You put in multiple layers because of the shrinkage factor. When they shrink with only a little bit, you don't get as much shrinkage. So you want to put in just a little bit at a time. Layer it. Go ahead, cure it again. That one's just the front one. Go to the front one. There we go. Okay, let's do the back one now. Now here's one of the problems with the Shofu product. Did you see that bubble there? It gets bubbles, so you have to tease the bubbles out as you do it. Go ahead and do the back one. That's good. Okay, then we'll add a little more at the back end. Are you nice and close with your pictures? Move your video in so you get just these two teeth. Yeah? Okay, go ahead, trim it. Anytime you go with a disc, you always want to try and get the disc to go from the softer material, which in this case is the filling material, towards the harder material, which in this case is the enamel of the tooth. And you can see it catches the gums a little bit. Gums heal, and we're going to double check the gum margins, the gingival margins. You want to talk dental stool talk. Okay, here we go. There we go. See how nice a job that does? Now, I got to add a little bit more right in there. I can see that that's just a little short. And you don't want to ditch the dentin down at the gum line. So you go short of what your final is going to be. Okay, now, if you have to add more, like we're going to add some right in here, you clean it off with your primer. Okay, blow that off. And let's put my filter back down. Get all that red stuff out of there while you're in there. Just suck it all off. And we'll add just a little bit more where we had a little negative area there. And then you can take, this is the beauty of this Shofu product. It's a combination glass ionomer and resin filling material. And it follows the positioning of it with, go ahead and cure it, with an Explorer or almost any instrument. It's a Composite and glass ionomer.